Hi, I'm Bo from First Year Wilderness School, and I'm going to show you how to do cordage today. Let's see how it's done. Have a piece of stinging nettle stem, and we're going to harvest the outer fibers from it to be able to make string out of it. This is called cordage. So I'm going to mash it up just a little bit and kind of open it up here and lay it out flat. And that's what I'm after right there, this part. So peel that, and every now and then break these and reclaim those fibers that you've lost. And when you're making a bunch of this cordage, you want to set and prepare your fiber first. Get a nice big pile of this right here gathered up so you don't have to break your stride once you get going. Once you get it in that stage, you just kind of wind it in your hands to get rid of the extra cellulose and to kind of break it up just a little bit. And that's what you're going to start with. So we'll take that and split it. Because it's smaller at one end and thicker at the other end, I want to swap ends on that so it'll be a little bit more uniform in consistency there. I'm going to dampen it up a little bit. It gets kind of slick when the hands are dry, and it works better when it's a little bit damp. And I'll grab it in the center and I'll twist away from each direction and get it to kink like that. That's my starting point. I'll grab that kink in my left hand with the two tails sticking out like that. In effect, all I'm doing at this stage, I'm twisting each individual tail the same direction, but together I'm twisting them back together the opposite direction. And how I do that is I hold them in my left hand right there, and I'll get it way back on my thumb and roll forward. I'll even actually kink my wrist back and go forward, keeping that finger out, because when I go forward, that finger is in place just to catch that bottom one, and I'll pull backwards. So the one I started with is now on the bottom. Just something you want to watch out for is when you start getting towards the ends, if you get one tail larger than the other, you'll need to splice in new material. And it's starting to get to that point right about there. So at that point, I'm going to grab another bundle, and with this one you're only going to do about a third whatever your bundle size is there. The idea is to stagger it so you don't have a big clump of new material coming in at one spot. And how the splice works is that you just lay it right over like that, and then you just continue twisting that in. And see, that one's getting a little thinner than this one, so I'll pull some of its fibers over to that one to make them more uniform. Now at this point, we've got enough here that I can show you the knee roll. Now I'll hold it at the junction there, and I'll spin it with my hand, hold that down, spin that one with my hand, and then get them both even and then spin them together. See, I got a lot of tension on them right now. So I'll get that going, undo that where they're even. At this stage, I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off. And I'll even, just to salvage those thinner ends of those things, I'll just wrap those up on themselves and then twist them all into there, so I'll have strong cordage right out to the end. And then you just tie that off. That's your finished cordage. And that's how it's done.